guys, Max and TheMoronOnline here, and I'm recording from my phone because my laptop, which I use to record Max's Mind, and that's all I actually record webcam with, it's been buggered. I don't know why, but the UCam thing won't work. So I'm just gonna try this. And I'm already, just from the start, I kind of like it. But, Max's Mind, again, number 3, I'm gonna try. This time, let's talk about something, not something that I've been through, but I feel like it's an important topic for people like us growing up, especially with the kind of friends that I have. And that is just like same-sex relationships. Like, I know I talked about relationships last week, and I don't know. I mean, for some reason it's just been on my mind. Not like it's a big topic. It's a big deal now, especially since now in March it'll be legalized. So that's when same-sex marriages can actually happen. And this is a huge thing, well, at least in the UK. I did a little bit of research, yeah, good old BBC. But yeah, I just thought I'd give my opinion. I'm not like a homophobe or anything like that. If you like someone who's the same sex as you, then more power to you. I mean, that's your opinion. Who am I? I'm just a voice on the internet, right? So, yeah, there's so many people who get so much hate for liking people who are of the same sex, and I don't understand why. I genuinely don't. Because what's so bad about it? I mean, imagine a world where where same-sex relationships was the norm, and opposite-sex relationships were frowned upon. I don't see the difference at all. I don't. Okay, there is a difference, but not as in one's weirder than the other. I mean, everyone has the right to their own opinion, their own mindset. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just sat in my spinny chair. Right, okay, just hit my leg on the table. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why it's taken so long for gay marriage to become a thing. Because it's, as one of my favourite YouTubers has said in a sort of recent video, not really recent, a couple months maybe, the whole concept of gay marriage is not unusual. Like, people use that argument, it's unusual, it's just not right. How often do you see two sparrows gather all their sparrow friends for a ceremony and dress in like white gowns and tuxedo and have the big, like, the priest, and declare love for each other? Marriage as a concept is unusual. I mean, it's like, oh my god, I love you so much, I'm going to get the government involved so that I can have you forever. That is actually a really weird thing to think about if you think about it like that. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, gay marriage, I don't understand. I keep saying this. I don't understand what's wrong with it. I don't see what's so bad about it at all. I don't know. I mean, a lot of my friends, well, a few of my friends are openly gay or openly bi, and that's brilliant. I mean, a few years ago I was a bit nervous because I didn't really know much about, like, how gay people were. I know that's an awful thing to say, or like how they felt or how they were like. And I think I was just nervous that they were going to start coming on to me. And it's so stupid, because just because someone's gay doesn't mean that they're going to start lusting after every guy or girl that they see. It's ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. Because obviously everyone still has their taste. Everyone still has their own type, which is just genetically implanted into you. Because you can either like someone or you don't. It's simple as that. Because there are some people, I can tell you, there's some people that I really just can't stand. And there's some people that are great as friends, but I just never see us going out. You can't help it. You can't help how you feel towards people. And that is why gay marriage, I don't like using the word gay, really, and because it's now been used as an insult. It's been turned into a name that you call someone that you don't like. You say, oh, that's so gay. If we go back to that example of when I said, imagine if gay was the norm, same-sex relationships were the norm. You start saying, oh, that's so straight, you weirdo. Yeah, it doesn't really apply, and I don't know. I mean, it is weird. Not same-sex, but the fact that it's only just become normal. It's only just become acceptable. And I don't know. I mean, it's this whole thing about freedom and freedom of speech and actually being who you are. Because obviously you can't help who you are. Ever since the day you were born, your person, well, psychologists would argue differently, but you are who you are. You start off as a little kid, and you have a certain attitude towards the way the world works. Like, some people might have an insanely funny sense of humour. Others may be intensely dedicated to work. Others might just be really loving. And for a long time, going to an all-boys high school, everyone was making jokes about being gay, and the girls' school across the road was, oh, you're lesbian. I can guarantee that a good portion of the people I went to school with are either gay now, or will turn out to be at some point. And we use it as a joke. It's still a joke. I don't know how long it's going to be till it's not a joke, because I don't know how long it'll be before people stop calling each other gay as a way to offend people. I mean, who was it who said, I think it was the guy who played Leonard Hofstadter on Big Bang Theory. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Johnny Galecki? Is that his name? Either way. He just did an interview, and one of the interviewer asked a question. What's your take on all these rumours of people calling you, saying that you're gay? He said, well, I tend not to react to them. I mean, why defend yourself over something that's not offensive? And that is the perfect mindset to think of. It's not offensive. It's all that they're saying is that, oh, you're someone who's able to express their opinion freely. Ha! Weirdo. Is it though? I mean, surely you're saying that they're a better person than you then, if you're calling them that. I don't know. For a while, I thought I was bi. Thought I was. I'm not now. Well, I don't think I am now. Pretty sure I'm not. Pretty sure. Well, no, I am sure I'm not. But, it's kind of weird that my ex-girlfriend told me recently that she's now bi. Does that say something about me? I don't know. Have I turned her off, guys? Possibly. You know? Anyway. Almost hit myself again. Just gonna push away. So yeah, I don't know. So, same sex. You can't help it. It's something that you just have to go through. Well, you don't have to go through it, but I can't imagine the torment and the torture that people must go through knowing that they are homosexual and having to keep it bottled up in fear of being ridiculed by your peers. I can't imagine what that's possibly like. I mean, I've known torment, I've known torture, I know what it's like to be bullied. But I can't imagine it on a scale like that. Any of you watching, like all three of you, any of you who are openly homosexual, I respect you so much, because that takes balls, or lady balls. I don't know. What can I say? I mean, you so courageous, put it that way, because you've done what other people can't do. You've stepped out of the crowd of sheep and you've just said, I'm different. I feel this way. And I'm not ashamed. And that is wonderful. That is actually beautiful. Because humanity is so interesting when you think about it, because there's so many unique features to so many different people. For example, same-sex marriage. Well, relationships. Because Christianity, which explains the origin of the earth and the world and life as we know it, frowns upon homosexuality because of Adam and Eve. And God put us on this earth to procreate, and that's not possible as homosexuals. As two men, you can't actually get pregnant and you can't make kids. So you can't continue human race. So that's frowned upon against religion. But that's shameful, because then that is not allowing people the opportunity to actually express who they are. They can't be themselves. You are restricting them to a template of what is the alleged normal person. And that's not right. That's all I can say. It's not right. The world works in mysterious ways. As you can tell, I've not written a script for any of this. I'm literally just thinking of this off the top of my head, so I do pause every now and then trying to gain my thoughts. Because it is hard to think about. I mean, not in the sense like it weirds me out, it makes me uncomfortable. It did at first. I'm not going to deny that. I was uncomfortable with openly gay people around me. I don't know why. It was completely irrational. I just didn't like it. I didn't like them being anywhere near me. Now I'm fine with it. Because they're just like us. I say that in such a horrible way, and I don't mean it to be. I mean, they're humans. All of us, we're the same. We just have different interests. Isn't that what everyone is? Doesn't everyone like different things? Like, some people enjoy sports, some people enjoy video games, some people are big animal fans, some people love anime and manga, some people read loads of comic books, some people, I don't know, decorate, I don't know. It's up to you. And there are so many things that people accept. People accept that you might be. Actually, here's the thing, yeah. I have a good friend who is asexual. And it's been hard for her. Bloody glare is annoying. It's been, as far as I know, it's been hard for her because I don't really talk to her about it. But she does seem to have been going through a rough time. She's gone on, she's contacted other asexuals through this website, I think. No, it's not Avon, that's like a perfume thing. Anyways, something like that, shows how much attention I pay. But, yeah, that's accepted by society. Like, there's an actual, community thing where they can get together, and it's not even a big deal. Asexuality is where you're just not sexually attracted to anyone, where you're not romantically attracted to anyone, where you just don't like people in that way. That's not procreating. That's not a normal relationship. Why isn't that frowned upon against Christians? Why does that not make the news? Why is that different to everything else? Why is that different to homosexuality? I mean, obviously it's different to homosexuality, but I mean in a social media kind of way. I mean, why? What is wrong with that? I mean, what is wrong with a man and another man loving each other? So many people. You're lucky to find that special someone, and it shouldn't matter who that is. It really shouldn't. If it's another man, if you love them, that's fine, that's brilliant. If you truly love them, then good on you. I'm just ashamed of society, of the social standard, that it's frowned upon to be different. I don't even know. I am so glad that gay marriage is now like a thing. It's now actually going to happen, and I wouldn't say I'm buzzing about it because I rarely think about it because I'm not gay, but it's brilliant. It is. It's a great thing. It's a huge step forward. Because, like I said in the last one, acceptance is hard. It really is hard because you have a certain type. You can like some one kind of thing. As in, let's say you choose your friends, right? You go into school on the first day and you become friends with like the weird people. They're weird because the popular ones chosen by society, as in the sporty ones or the ones who go out to parties every other night, they have deemed them weird because they're not like them. That's just the same with homosexuality. It's because they're not the same, so they're outcasts. I can't wrap my head around this. I can't. I just don't understand at all. I'm glad something's being done. I'm glad more and more people are actually accepting who they are, because there are always people who they like the same sex, but they hide it. They try and push it down, like try and tell themselves it's not true. It's not a real thing. And that it's just a phase or something. But maybe it is, maybe it's not. Either way, don't fight it. It's in your genetics. It's biology. It's science. No use fighting it. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't worry. Because there's nothing you can do. See, what can you do? I mean, I'm one guy who does a YouTube channel with his mate, and we average 10, 20 views per video. We are not huge YouTubers. We aren't these big name guys yet. But so that means not many people are going to see this message. Not many people are going to know what is wrong with society. No one's going to know. They're just going to go along with their lives thinking that what they're doing is normal and that anyone who is different should be shunned, should be treated differently. I try my best to treat people equally. I try so hard to help to like people, even if we just don't get on. If we have two completely different personalities or attitudes towards something, and it's just obvious we don't click at all, I can't help but not like them. But that's another thing. Because if you don't like someone for whatever reason, but that person happens to be gay, then it turns into a hate crime. It turns out because they're gay. So now I'm turning on to the other side of the argument, which is, while being openly gay is brilliant, and I commend you for that, you don't have to throw it in our faces, right? You don't have to keep riding us, say, oh, is it just because this? Because that's treating yourself like you are different. That is shunning yourself, separating yourself from society. You don't need the help of anyone else to do that. If you're doing it, just fine yourself. Because that's just dickish, for lack of a better word. So it's like, oh, you like that band? Ugh, what? Ugh, that's horrible, man. They do horrible music. Oh, right, yeah. I suppose it's because I'm gay. Yeah, only gays listen to this music. Didn't say that. I just don't like that band. I don't think their music's any good. You do. And I just told you, I don't really like that music. I may have insulted your band. I didn't mean to directly offend you in any way. But then you take it personal and then blame it on your sexuality. That's just stupid. Wow, 20 minutes. Okay. I'm going to have to wrap this up now. I'll leave it with a final message. Homosexuality is a wonderful thing, if you can admit it. But admitting it and reminding people all the time are two different things. Admitting it once is a brave thing to do. But stating it as a reason as to why people think differently of you, that's wrong. I mean, I'm all for, like, same-sex relationships. I made that very clear. But it doesn't make you, like, the best people in the world. It doesn't... Because the whole point of this is equality. That's all that we should be striving for. It's just the chance to be equal. And what you're doing is you're trying to make yourselves better than those who are straight. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Who am I, eh? Some random guy in his conservatory at what? 11:30 at night? Whose mum has been texting him the whole time, been doing this, trying to tell him to go to bed, you know. Just one voice. Not much in. Just so many screams. Can't really hear me. Few people hear me. Hopefully you'll agree with me. Who knows, that's up to you. I've said my part. I've said what's on my mind. Of course you'll have your own opinions. I'm not saying my opinion is correct or anything like that. I'm just saying I think that society is a bit fucked up right now. I just feel like people aren't being treated the way they should. And I'll leave it at that because I have to edit all this. Fun times. Thanks for watching. I'll tell you what, I am finding it hard to actually think of different topics and issues to like talk about like this. I mean, people like the first one of these that I did, not so much the second one. And I don't know how you like this, but I like making these because I find myself talking to myself a lot, and this is giving me a chance to film it and put it out there for others to actually hear and possibly discuss. I don't know. But if you do like it, please let me know, because I do want to keep doing these, but if you don't like it, I'll stop. And maybe even suggest different issues I could do, because that would be a big help, actually. If you actually told me what to do, that'd be brilliant. Anyway, yeah, I've got to go now. Max, from TheMoronOnline. I'll see you guys later. Take care, guys.